right. We're talking about our kick return, situational football. Kick return is one of those areas where, kind of like what we said about kickoff, it's going to be very much based on your scouting and how good their kicker is and where he kicks the ball, and you trying to place your good players there. But there are certain things that come up in the course of the day or the course of the game that you would need to work on. So the first few are just kind of basically situations you have to always be prepared for. But some teams do them more than others. If one team squib kicks, if they sky kick, or if they surprise on side, you need to have a plan in place for all of those. So if you're practicing situational football and you're practicing your kickoff team, your kickoff return team, you need to make sure your kicker occasionally squibs, skies, surprise on sides, something different than what they're ready for. If you just kick it deep every time and work on your wedge, your work on your man scheme or whatever it is, you kind of lose that element of surprise. Everybody out there needs to be able to fair catch the ball, needs to be able to understand what to do if they get the ball on the ground. And of course, you always got to be ready for a surprise on side. That's one of the best ways to lose a game is to give the other team a possession that they didn't really earn. You gave it to them. So you got to be prepared for those three things: squib kick, sky kick, surprise on side. Now, put yourself in the frame of mind of kick return in general. Kick return is happening either to start the half of the game, which that part's exciting, or it's happening right after the other team scored. So a lot of times your kick return team is coming out there and in a time where they can gain some momentum back for you, or they can really make it worse. The other team just scored, they're kicking off, and now, we can kind of salvage that and get back going positively, or we can make a mistake. So if they just scored and then they sky kick you and you fumble, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, try to be prepared for those general things. Kicking after a safety, which is the next thing you get, now put yourself in the frame of mind of where you are there. You just scored, defense excited. This is kind of the only time where you ever come out a kick return and you just had something really good happen. So you got 2 points, you're getting the football. Everybody's going to move up 15 yards or so, and you're going to go from there. So you're going to get really good field position, but practice it. Don't assume because it's a good thing and everybody's just going to move up that you don't have to practice it. You still have to practice these situations throughout the course of the year. That's not one you probably have to practice weekly, but it is something you need to practice. Kicking against a squib, a sky, surprise on side are really things you should probably practice weekly. Hands team. Hands team, is a team that can be kind of stressful, but the reality is it's a team that we hope we run a lot because you run the hands team out there, it means you have the lead. So if your kid, you want to instill confidence in these kids that when we run our hands team out there, that's a positive. That means we're winning. It means they're gonna onside the ball to us, or they're gonna kick it deep. And whatever they do, we're gonna possess the football and we're gonna move on. I mean, the key for hands team is really getting all 11 guys to understand that when the ball's kicked, all 11 guys have to run to that football, wherever it is. Be ready, assume it's coming to you, get the football, protect your buddies. They have to do their job. They kick it deep. Everybody's got to run deep. They kick it short, right. We got to move that direction the other way because, one of the ways you lose the ball in the hands team is, they ricochets off somebody or whatever. So effort is really important on that team. And that's something obviously we would work weekly. Usually most teams do it on Thursday in high school or the day before the game in the walkthrough. But we would find a way to work hands team all the time. I mean, you put your best guys out there. That's a play where, you're kind of in the mindset that if we possess the football here, we're going to win the game. And so that can be the most important play in the game. But as a whole, kick return is going to be way more about your every down scouting, your time to, do they squib? Do they sky? Do they have a deep kicker? What do they do? Where are their better guys to run down and tackle? Those are the things you're really going to practice probably upwards of 90% of the time. But you do get the occasional thing that comes up that makes this team different. So kick return can be one of them situations where it can really benefit you if you understand the situation. So If you think of anything else or if you have any questions for us, let us know. You can ask us on Twitter, email, Facebook, Instagram, anything else. Looking forward to hearing from you, and hopefully that was helpful for you.